Hello, everybody. This is the first edition of the Service Coordinator Podcast. I'm here with Tara Wenger. She is the Senior Director of the Support Services Department here at National Church Residences. I'm Dan Berger. I am the Client Relations Manager for the Support Services Department. And we decided to do a podcast. We just think that service coordinators would enjoy this. We think that they need to be connected. They want to be connected. We feel like we are a great resource for service coordinators, obviously, and we should be sharing those resources, those ideas, those successes with service coordinators all over the country. We know the importance of service coordination for our residents here at National Church Residences, but all the elderly residents and senior affordable housing throughout the country. And this first podcast here is just really an introduction to ourselves and letting you know what we'll be talking about. The first episode will launch in October. And but we really need to find out what you guys want us to talk about. We definitely have some ideas, and for the first few shows, we have those ideas. But if you guys comment, let us know what you're interested in, what you see value in. We'd love to talk about it on the show and maybe bring you guys on as a guest. We will definitely have service coordinators as guests as well. So to get things kicked off here, Tara, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got here, kind of what your background is and what your kind of day-to-day looks like, and tell us about yourself.
Yeah, sure. Hey, everyone. I am Tara Wenger, as Dan already mentioned. I work here with our Support Services Department, and our department really does supports for service coordinators across the country. We work with about 600 different service coordinators to do quality assurance, to manage their programs day to day, to help them with documentation. And, really our department is just passionate about being advocates for service coordinators, as Dan has kind of mentioned already. For me, my background is social work. So I have a master's degree in social work and have done community-based case management in the past. A lot of my past work was with families. And then I found myself here at National Church Residences about 6 years ago. I started in the quality assurance department. And across those 6 years, I've got to meet and work with tons and tons of great service coordinators at National Church Residences, as well as other organizations, to really grow to love and learn the passion that service coordinators have for the seniors they serve, and especially the seniors that live in affordable housing across the country. For me, one of my passions is figuring out how we serve seniors better with better tools. How do we equip service coordinators better with better tools? And so when Dan came up with this idea of a podcast, I thought this is perfect. The idea of bringing supports more into the current century, using technology, especially during this time where we have to be separate from one another, to bring us together and to help us remember all the great work we're doing in spite of obstacles, in spite of barriers. I'm just really excited to be able to highlight those stories and to advocate for service coordinators across the country. So that's really my background, and I am excited to talk with more of you in the future on this podcast and to hear what you guys want to have covered as topics.
Thank you. My background, I've been with National Church Residences for 15 years now. I started in the Support Services Department. I was in charge of running our service coordinator staffing agency, which was brand new at the time. We were working with an organization here in Columbus, Ohio. They said, please take our service coordinators and our programs and run them for us. We don't know what we're doing with them. We don't know what they're doing, whatever it might be. And so we started doing that. And 15 years later, we had 200 service coordinators within that agency. And then back in, end of last year, Tara and we started talking about how, maybe we should have someone in a role that was really promoting our services more, engaging with our clients more. And I said, hey, I'll do that. I've been doing running the agency for 15 years now. I think it's time for a change. And so about that time, I started getting into podcasts and started listening to podcasts. I'm like, wow, this is great. You can actually learn stuff and whatever. And so I said, we should be doing that for service coordinators, no doubt. And, and then COVID hit and kind of got put to the back burner, but it's back. I'm ready for this to get started. I think it could be a huge hit with service coordinators. And so please like the podcast if you can on whatever you're watching on. It's going to be on iTunes and YouTube, and I'll let you know any other type of place you can get it. But we are just kind of winging it right now, and so it might get a little bit better down the road as far as graphics behind us and stuff. But for now, we're just winging this because you know what, nothing's perfect, and we just need to get it going. And we want to just start sharing stories and resources and talking to service coordinators. So that's our goal. We think it's going to be a big hit. We hope it's a big hit anyway. If not, I guess Tara and I will get to talk to each other every once in a while. So
yeah. If nothing else, it's the two of us having a fun conversation. But we really hope that other people will join in and give us, reactions and whatnot. I also think it would be awesome if, as a service coordinator, if you listen to this podcast and you really like it, if you share it with other service coordinators, maybe even set up times to have discussions afterwards. We really want to have this be a place of connection for everyone. And that's why we're doing this, because, at the end of the day, service coordinators are out there in their buildings. A lot of times they're the only service coordinator at their building. And we want to use the internet, use the virtual tools we have to bring service coordinators together. And this is just one of many ways we want to do that. But we hope that as a service coordinator listening to this, that you will have this be something that helps you to connect with other service coordinators as well. So I think that, hopefully it's not just me and Dan talking, every once in a while, but.
Exactly. So our goal is to put these podcasts out at least once a month, maybe even more than that. We don't have anything set in stone, but we will start pumping them out, give us some ideas. Heck, if you even want to come on here and share your successes or what you're doing, we'll bring anybody on. Although you have to fill out an application probably, but do something like that. But just kidding. So everybody, welcome to the podcast, and we will see you next time. All right. Have a great day.
Yeah. Thanks.